Welcome to the Northeast Regional Food Business Center's pre-recorded webinar, announcing the launch of our Technical Assistance Provider application. Let us first go over details of the Regional Food Business Center program. In September of 2022, USDA announced $400 million to fund the USDA Regional Food Business Center initiative. In May of 2023, 12 organizations were selected to lead efforts in their region and serve all areas of the country. The USDA Regional Food Business Centers will support producers by providing technical assistance and capacity building to farms and food businesses to increase their viability and access a variety of local and regional markets. By strengthening connections between rural and urban areas, the Regional Food Business Centers will drive economic opportunities across the regions, creating a more diversified and resilient food system. The USDA Regional Food Business Centers serve small and mid-sized food and farm businesses and prioritize work in historically underinvested communities in their region. The Northeast USDA Regional Food Business Center is a program facilitated by the NASDA Foundation, established to develop and amplify local and regional supply chains, with a strong emphasis on building equity and community resiliency into these systems in the Northeast region. Our mission statement is to provide sustainable and equitable regional network coordination and localized business support to invest in farm and food businesses throughout the Northeast. Our vision statement: we envision a Northeast food system with informed and connected networks, viable businesses, and accessible markets that strengthen communities and economies. In addition, the DEI Council convened and established a set of guiding principles that help to shape the center's planning and implementation phases. Those guiding principles include treating others and ourselves with dignity, honor, and respect, listening to the comments and concerns of the target communities we aim to serve, striving for solutions that provide long-term viability, and centering those who are most impacted by our decisions. The collaborative structure of the Northeast Regional Food Business Center is made up of multiple partners and stakeholders throughout the region. The core team consists of the NASDA Foundation, Buffalo Go Green, Cornell's Center for Regional Economic Advancement, New York State Department of Agriculture and Markets, and the Maine Department of Agriculture, Conservation, and Forestry. We have incorporated DEI and community advisors and state representatives throughout the region in our decision-making structure. Additionally, the center is supported by third-party vendors. The center will offer grants for TA providers and individual farm and food businesses to increase their business capacity. The Northeast Center will also host a region-wide TA provider directory and offer online classes. These courses are maintained by our partners at CREA. The Northeast Regional Food Business Center has 5 main objectives. 1 is network building within our region as well as across all of the other 11 centers. 2, supporting technical assistance providers in their efforts in working with farm and food businesses within the region. 3, capacity building, specifically for individual farm and food businesses within the region. And program sustainability is to ensure that our programs continue post-project and past 5 years. All of these efforts are led with DEI principles to ensure that our program structure and funding is equitable. We are excited to announce that we are launching today our first round of technical assistance provider applications. We'll go over the timeline, and later we will cover eligibility as well as other details related to the application. Between today and August 23, which is when applications will close, there will be 3 informational sessions held at varying times of the day. So to provide FAQs, it's an open forum for you to ask questions. Applications again will close on August 23rd, 2024. And in late September, the list of subawardees will be announced. We anticipate that projects will begin in October.
As a technical assistance provider, here's some information that may be helpful as you consider applying for funding. Eligibility for entities include being an established business and expecting to maintain a physical presence within the Northeast Regional Food Business Center's defined geographic area for the duration of the award. Having direct experience in helping small, middle of the supply chain food and agricultural businesses to identify and navigate third-party financial assistance. Having direct experience in food and ag business development services and/or training. Providing training and guidance to producers focused on local and regional intermediate markets, small and mid-sized food processors, distributors, aggregators, and food hubs, USDA subaward applicants and recipients, prioritizing small food and ag businesses, and other entities as determined by the Regional Food Center and USDA. Eligible entities also must demonstrate an understanding of unique regional needs and the capacity to meet the needs of small and mid-sized food businesses in the region. And just a note here that priority will be given to technical assistance providers that are led by or have specialization in serving members of underserved or underinvested communities. Allowable activities for technical assistance provider funding include business technical assistance, value chain and supply chain coordination, market development, financial resource navigation assistance, professional development and training, and coordination of technical assistance services. As you're thinking about how you can use this funding for your own organization, here are some project examples. An organization could develop and implement an online educational course to train other technical assistance providers on how to integrate DEI principles effectively into their operations and services. They could hire an additional staff member who assists businesses owned by immigrants, refugees, and other new Americans with grant writing services, including individual application support for the upcoming Business Builder Awards. An organization could provide one-on-one support to a food business relating to food regulatory requirements and other legal considerations relevant to their operations. Or an organization could host additional cohort-based workshops focusing on business planning for small-scale food producers, emphasizing sustainability and market readiness. Keep in mind, these are just examples. We also wanted to share some resources as you prepare your application. All of these are available on our website, but if you have any issues accessing them, or if you have any specific questions, feel free to reach out via email at any time. Some of the resources that we have are information helping to obtain a unique entity identification, or a UEI number. You can always reference the RFA online, the request for applications. The scoring rubric is also online, as well as an application checklist. You're already here at our webinar recordings, but you can come back and reference them at any time. We also have our USDA AMS Regional Foods Business Centers program, the USDA AMS Terms and Conditions, both of those by USDA and not our specific center. We have our community hub created by CREA, the technical assistance directory that will help you put together all of the technical assistance providers in our region. And again, if you have general inquiries, feel free to email us at northeastrfbc@nasda.org, and make sure that you're subscribed to our Regional Food Business Center newsletter.
Hi, I'm Jen Smith from Cornell Center for Regional Economic Advancement. We're an organization that helps startups scale and grow We do this at the academic level, we do it at the community level, and we do it at the regional level. And we're very excited to be involved with the Northeast Regional Food Business Center. We've been brought on to contribute a virtual hub that acts as another form of support for the profitability of farms, ranches, and food businesses to complement the direct capital that's being given in the form of grants and to help provide one-to-one business and financial and technical support to those farms, ranches, and food businesses. We do this because our organization believes that it is insufficient to simply provide capital. There has to be education, the development of the human resources to ensure that capital is deployed effectively. So you can see from this kind of diagram of what the Regional Food Business Center in the Northeast looks like. I think my colleagues have already gone through what the kind of galaxy of different players in this organization is. As you move to the right of the slide, you see that there are two main areas of support that are provided: grants, and then the other resources. It's these other resources in the form of a virtual hub that CREA is contributing. The virtual hub consists of a technical assistance provider directory and online courses that address business fundamentals. It's a curriculum of courses that really any farm or food business in the region will want to take and understand in order for their businesses to succeed. So my colleague Amanda is going to go a little bit into the nitty-gritty of what the hub will consist of. And I thought I'd just take a moment before we look at that to talk about why and what the hub will do. You know, we're looking for the technical assistance directory to help technical assistance providers connect with farms and food businesses and vice versa, and connect with one another. In this way, we know that the support is needed for the farms and food businesses. We believe that providing an online directory will make it easier for end users to find their way. Sure, there are a lot of directories out in the world, but one that takes a comprehensive look at the entire region from our northernmost point to our southernmost point and is able to capture all of the relevant sectors that are represented here in the Northeast. It's a really diverse region in terms of agricultural and food systems activity. And we want to reduce barriers and, if you will, kind of erase county lines and make sure that somebody who is looking for assistance and support is able to find exactly what they're looking for. In this way, we will make the center maximally effective. It is, again, it's about more than just giving the capital to the farms and food businesses. It's about supporting those technical assistance providers and doing that both by grants directly to those technical assistance providers and by creating a forum where they can connect with users and participants in their programs. By doing all of this, we believe that we will support the growth and resiliency of the region itself. So we're really excited to consider the virtual hub a sort of durability strategy for the Regional Food Business Center. It gives us an asset that we can continue to develop over time. It gives resources directly to users and to technical assistance providers. And we think it's just a really important way and important value add to strengthen the regional food system. So I'll turn it over to my colleague Amanda to talk a little more about what all the hub is.
Hi, I'm Amanda Pittman, and I work with Jen at the Cornell Center for Regional Economic Advancement. We're developing the Virtual Community Hub to be an easily accessible and easy to navigate website to be used by any food producer in the Northeast who aspires to build a sustainable business that contributes to the economic growth and diversity of their regional food system. With just a few simple clicks, the online directory of technical assistance providers that Jen referred to will enable food producers to identify service providers by location, community served, types of services provided, production sector, and fee structure. We're creating the online business development curriculum to be just as accessible as the online directory. These online courses will consist of short training videos featuring food entrepreneurs, agricultural specialists, and other innovators sharing best practices and helpful tools to build a successful, resilient business that can grow over time. These training videos will be available to any food producer with access to the hub who is interested in building their business's capacity. If you're a technical assistance provider that offers services to food producers located in the Northeast, we encourage you to participate in the Virtual Community Hubs directory. This is an excellent opportunity to promote your services to growing businesses and to be part of this collective working to build a more resilient food system for the Northeast. Simply scan the QR code shown here to access the directory form, complete the form, and submit. Your form will be reviewed and someone from our team will contact you if there are any questions about the information provided. It's that easy. This concludes our online webinar. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.